Hi, and welcome back to episode number 11 of the Gentle Business Revolution podcast, the show where we talk about marketing your business by disrupting the current marketing paradigm. I'm Santacroce. I'm the host here, and you know that you're in the right place if you are a heart-centered entrepreneur who is looking for a better way to market your business, or you are an entrepreneur who is tired, fed up with the traditional marketing model, and are ready for a paradigm shift. Today, I want to share an exercise with you that I'm facilitating in the third module of the Gentle Marketing Revolution, in the P for People. But real quick before I begin, while you listen to this episode, and if you haven't yet, because I'm repeating it a lot, I'd love for you to go over to thegentlebusinessrevolution.com and download the Gentle Business Manifesto so you can read it later. There's no opt-in, just an invite to join the Gentle Business Revolution. So back to the third P of the Mandala for gentle marketing. If you've never seen it, you can download your one-page marketing plan that goes over all the 7 Ps at sarahsantacroce.com/1 page. And now I'm done with dropping links. So one of the major differences of the gentle marketing approach is that we lead with empathy instead of pain. So let me explain. In the traditional and hype marketing, we painted the most painful picture of our ideal client's current situation, their struggle. So we really put in a knife into their wounds and turned it around and really made them feel that pain. And then we made them dream about their possible future, their dream state that they could only obtain with our course or our program or product. In sales language, this is called the gap. To me, it sounds more like a giant abyss, right? Not very empathic. Because really what we're trying to do is convince them that they really, really, really have a problem. So with the gentle marketing approach, we are still acknowledging the pain. Obviously, there is a struggle, right? But we're showing that we understand because most likely we've been there too. But we don't blow it out of proportion. We don't use descriptive tactics to reinforce this pain. Instead, we show empathy, not false empathy, real empathy, because we're talking to our ideal clients. And then we're done. We move on and focus on the positive outcome. So in a way, it's a switch from the negative to the positive. If you think about politics for a second, whenever the economy is doing badly, a new politician comes in and uses fear and pain and manipulation to scare people into believing how much worse life could get for them, right? A lot of fear tactics. And then he or she makes crazy promises to convince people to vote for him or her. So that's exactly what pushy and fear-based marketing does. It's like, oh my God, if you don't use this product, your situation could get way worse, right? So focusing on the negative. We want to do the opposite. We want to reinforce the positive, not make people feel scared and not enough. Jeffrey Shaw, author of Lingo, a book that I used for the research for the Gentle Marketing Revolution program, refers to it as aspirational marketing. I love that term. Okay, that was a big detour. I was going to tell you about the exercise we do in Module 3 of the live version of the Gentle Marketing Revolution program. So this exercise is called the empathy map. And you can do it right here if you're not walking somewhere in the woods. Maybe come back to it later, but you need a piece of paper and a pen and then draw a big cross on it so you end up with 4 quadrants. And in the middle of the cross, you draw a circle or put a smiley face in it. And that's your ideal client. And then you write the word says in the top left quadrant, the word thinks in the top right quadrant, does in the bottom left quadrant, and feels in the bottom right quadrant. So says, thinks, does, and feels. Those are the words. And then you think about your ideal client and think about the specific situation they are in, and then fill out the different quadrants with what they think, say, think, do, and feel. What we notice when doing this exercise is that it helps us so much in understanding what's going on in our ideal clients' heads, because often they don't tell us what they think or feel. But by doing this exercise, you can show with empathy that you understand exactly how they feel. These feelings can be communicated in your conversations, your sales pages, your service descriptions, and any other kind of written communication. For example, if you work with people in transition, they might say something like, "I'm really fed up with my boss. I just need a change." But what they are actually feeling is very different. They might feel afraid of losing their job, not being able to find another one, disappointing their family, etc., etc. So these are the feelings, and I'm sure you can see how this is much deeper. So the empathy map exercise helps us understand what's going on in our client's head, not to manipulate them then, but to lead with empathy and really understand where they're at and what they feel. So you can do this once for your ideal client in general, but I suggest actually that you do this every time you offer a new service or launch a new program, because the feelings of client experiences will be different depending on the level they're at, whether they are considering a group program or one-on-one coaching or any other kind of product or service you're putting out there. So yeah, really do the empathy map exercise every time. There you have it. I hope you find this helpful. And if you do think so, I think you'll also appreciate my one-page marketing plan and the 7 daily emails that go with it. You can find your copy at sarahsantacroce.com/one-page. That's the number 1 in page. That's it for this episode of the Gentle Business Revolution podcast. You can find the show notes of this episode at sarahsantacroce.com GBR11. And right now I'm super excited for next week's episode, where I get the opportunity to talk to Steve Morris about his idea that he calls the beautiful business. I think you'll love it as much as I do. I hope you'll join me on this journey to a kinder marketing paradigm. Please invite your friends to join us as well by sharing this podcast or the Gentle Business Manifesto with them. Both can be found at thegentlebusinessrevolution.com. Let's be the change we want to see in the world. See you again next week.